Hi, this is Joe again with another review. Instead of doing a movie, I'm going to be discussing a television show from the subject of this video. And I'm going to be discussing one of my favorite television shows from the 1980s. And of course, many people could criticize it today as being too sweet enough to make go to the diabetic shock over. And it was a 1-hour family drama that aired on NBC for 2 seasons, from 1986 through 1988, and that's Our House. Starring Wilford Brimley, Deidre Hall, and a pre-Beverly Hills 90210 Shannon Doherty, along with Chad Allen and Carrie O'Hooligan, I think the last name is, rounding up the cast, along with Gerald O'Loughlin. And plus Arthur the Basset Hound. I want to throw him in there. This show is about Wilford Brimley, who plays this grumpy, sin-raised grandfather who allows his daughter-in-law, named Deidre Hall, who is now widowed, along with her grandchildren, to move into his house. And because his son, who was married to Deidre Hall, recently died. He didn't know what he died of. I think he might have died of cancer, I think it was. And of course his daughter, who wasn't working, had no one else to turn to, so his grandfather offered to let his daughter-in-law and his grandchildren move into the house. And that's basically what the story is. Throughout the series, they did have some very good episodes, but each one tells one of the grandkids, or with Wilford Brimley's character, or Deidre Hall's character. One of the better episodes of the series, I think, particularly in the first season, was the Halloween episode. And of course that was the first holiday since they lived there, since his father died. So Gus was Wilford Brimley character, wanted to make a special time for him, so they have a good time and stuff like that. And the scene that really stuck out, in that particular episode, was he takes the youngest granddaughter, played by Carrie O'Hooligan in the series, who plays Molly, to take her trick-or-treating. He was going to take her trick-or-treating around, the neighborhood, and instead of going from door to door, Molly suggested to go to the local shopping mall. And Gus says, "Oh, how come you want to go trick-or-treating here instead of going door to door in the neighborhood?" And Molly says, "Oh, no, because my teacher suggested this. Because it would be safer in the mall instead of going door to door, because you know what kind of weirdos you have going door to door." And so Gus was having a good time, watching Molly having a good time, and he was speaking to one of the young fathers who was there with his kid. He said, "Oh, what a big waste of time this is." And Gus says, "Oh, this is not a bad time. Really, they were having a great time, aren't you?" And he says, "Well," and he thinks it over and says, "Yeah, alright. I can see your point." And then at the end of going store to store, instead of door to door, Molly says, before we pick up David and Chris, who was Chris was the Shannon Doherty character, and David was the Chad Allen character on the show. So before we pick them up, we have one more stuff to make. The guy says, "Oh, where's that?" It's to the emergency room. Which means, of course, they went to the emergency room in the local mall. They have the candy X-ray, and of course, Gus never had. When he was a kid for Halloween, he never had an X-ray anything. Because this episode is about 4 years after the infamous candy scare in 1982, where there were pins and razor blades within candy bars, particularly the Hershey bars and various candies that Hershey made. And this episode is 4 years after that, so now we have to X-ray Halloween candy. And I think there's still hospitals, local hospitals today where you go to and you can have your candy X-ray. So that's how because become very obsessed. They make you kids grow up too fast. Not nowadays. Because when I was a kid, it was easier to fall off a log. That's how easy it was being a kid in my age. And now you have to worry about people putting things in Halloween candy. You have to have a candy X-ray. You have to go trick or treating in the mall instead of door to door. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's it. But he says to Mom, "Well, glad you had a good time, but I feel that what's going on in the world make your kids grow up too fast." But then there were certain episodes of certain plot lines during the first season, which I thought was very good. Like Shandoy character wanted to be going to the Air Force, and how hard she had convincing one in another episode, convincing one for teachers to write off a recommendation for, because the teacher felt that there shouldn't be people enlisting in the military, because she lost her husband in the Vietnam 10 years earlier in the Vietnam War. So she felt that nobody should go into the military, make the military into a career because of that. And of course, there was a famous 2-part episode with William Kapp playing Wilford Brimley's other son, or estranged son. And I thought it was a damn good episode because it had the tension between the two of them. And William Kapp just came off of doing the Greatest American Hero television show for the Catholic a couple of years earlier. So he was doing this 2-part episode, which I thought was very, very good. After the first season, the NBC decided to renew it for the second year. And Deidre Hall, those of you who don't know, Deidre Hall was a soap opera star. It was on another NBC show called Days of Our Lives during the daytime. And during the whole first season, she was doing both shows at the same time. When NBC renewed Our House for the second season, she decided to leave Days of Our Lives to do the primetime show. And of course, it only lasted another season, and then she went back to Days of Our Lives after that. But the second season, I thought they also had some good episodes during the second year. Most notably, an episode when they went to Hawaii and you saw Shannon Doherty in a bikini, which is not bad. You can say pre-90210. And in that episode, she's turned into more of a Shannon Doherty personality came out in that episode. If you've never seen that episode, you know what I'm talking about, especially if you see the next series, was Beverly Hills 90210. Because it's more of a pain in the neck and a pain all over. But the first episode starts off as a 2-part episode when they had an earthquake. Actually, there's very few shows based in California that did not have a token earthquake episode. And I thought the episode was very good, the earthquake episode. Which everybody in their own little way gets stuck in an earthquake. Like Gus gets stuck in an elevator, or if the character gets stuck in an elevator. You had David in a field trip, is stuck in the middle of nowhere in a field trip. You had Shannon Doherty's character taking a plane ride. You had all these different characters in different locations. They had to work to worry about everybody, which wasn't bad. But like I said, as a television show, I thought it was a very good show. You can complain today that it's a very sweet, family drama. Like I said, this show takes place 10 years before Seventh Heaven came out. So both shows are all pretty similar in terms of each week you have a different kid or different character in the show getting into trouble or going through some kind of situation there. But like I said, if you, I think on YouTube you could possibly see some episodes on YouTube, but in parts, not whole. I found whole episodes on YouTube, but I think they were taken down or blocked or copyright blocked or blocked in the United States or whatever, because of stupid copyright laws in this country. Because we have the strictest copyright laws, so it's very hard to see television shows. Especially if the producer of the show puts a block on it, we can't see it. It's a shame, because I know if Our House is on DVD or not, I have no idea. But it is a very good show to catch if you're able to catch it. Either reruns or cable someplace or on YouTube. Thanks for watching the video. That's my little review of Our House. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward the video onto your Facebook pages. Catch you next time.